Okay, everyone, this is my first time playing Never Alone. It's a puzzle game, and this will be the first puzzle game that I've played. Oh, wow.
One of the things I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Inupiaq people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there's this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society from thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Inupiaq. I'm from the Arctic Ocean.
Inupiaq. I am Inupiaq.
It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
And we're very proud of who we are, and we want to continue that.
Wow, I like video games, but video games that can add a cultural background, story, experience, add something extra besides just gameplay, gets like 1,000 points from me, because I don't know, video games is such a great medium to kind of like get away, but to also learn, and there's so much room for growth and opportunity in that realm that, oh, wow. So let's see what this is about.
It'd be busy, busy, busy all through the day. You get up and you just go right to work, you know, right to work.
There's always something to do. There's never any idle time. The only idle time we had was after we eat and before we go to bed.
One of the older people would be just relaxing, laying down there and saying, you know, it'd be really nice to hear a story. And then just organically, someone would just start telling a story.
Storytelling for the Inupiaq people is very important because it not only created that sense of community, but is a way to pass on wisdom to the next generation.
It was like TV, you know? It was just like, it was as good as any movie you've ever seen. And the storyteller told it so clearly that it was just as powerful as any of the greatest movie blockbusters you've ever seen.
There's a reason behind the stories that we were told, because they held traditional knowledge. They held things that we might need to know in life, whether it was about how to find food or how to survive, or it was about well-being and the importance of connecting with people and being a good member of the community.
We all do stories. We all live in stories. We all tell stories to our friends. And they need to be told. They need to be heard.
Okay. Make sure everything's good. Okay.
Unipqaaqutiarsigikpin taalaqanilaqannasuk unipqaaqtuaq qaaviuraqama iviaqsiaqarualugguuq iñuuniaqaneqsuq angayoqaagamini sumiteemma iviaqsiaqarualuqamuniallatuneqsuq aasiisuraqallavluni supayaanik Iñuuniahutik anuqqautigaich anuhulingailliaqsuq anuhulingailliaqpaalluni kisaimma panernialiaqsivut iviaqsiaqarualuk kisaimma isummeqpoq tavraasi kangitsaquaqsigaasumman anuhulisuurugumagaan summan anuhulingailliaqamagaan tavraasi kangitsaquaqsigaasumman anuhulisuurugumagaan anuhuliqpaalluni suniiraqanaitsoqunni tavrani viaqsiaqarualuk ayuungitsoq pajjagniuliqsoq
Okay, like. So, what do I do now? Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Well, I didn't. Okay. I'm running. Oh goodness. Okay. Whew. Oh, okay. Did I? Oh goodness! I was. Don't push me. Okay. Press A. Switch Fox and single player mode. Oh. Okay. Okay.
toqutaavayaqtoq kisimriormi Araan napkangapiaktok.
Okay, I like the artwork.
Kulir ringay chok inyo gunod.
Oh, it's
Tirigan
me.
niya kakanibligo. Tirigan niya tam na alatun ingit chok.
Wait a minute, am I supposed to... I pressed the button. What happened? Press A. Okay. She's skipping through the snow. I know somebody had a complaint about the video game not being in English. Oh, my bad. And I thought that was just so short-sighted. I mean, like, of all the video games I've come across, played, the anime I've watched, like, people have no problem reading subtitles at all. Like, when I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4, I depended on the subtitles. Even though the main character was speaking English, I had no clue what he was saying. And they had subtitles all up and through that game. But for this particular game, it needs to be in English. I'm really not... Well, you know, I'm not even going to say I don't know why. I know exactly why, but I'm not even going to go into it right now. I'm going to enjoy the game. Oh. That's the... I'm pressing B. Okay, so she's crawl... Oh, okay. I got it. And I hope I get the opportunity to play more games like this. Am I missing something? Oh, okay, I'm supposed to go. Okay, because I was... Oh, man, I missed all this. Because I was hitting the start button. I thought it was going to automatically pop up. I didn't realize I had to... Let's see.
So scrimshaw is this really beautiful method of art that's done either on baleen or ivory, and traditionally it was used to tell stories.
Each etching is telling a story of some event. Caribou hunting was taking place. This is what was going on. War began around this time, and so it sort of gives you a timeline of history through etching.
An elder or the person who carved it would literally be able to read the scrimshaw story.
They're like reading a book, in a way.
A lot of the storytelling traditions would be things that after the storytelling was done, we'd just rely on the next person telling it. And so scrimshaw is a very important way for Alaskan Native people to record their history.
Okay. Arctic fox.
When I was growing up, my grandpa had a pet white fox. If you're a good friend with a fox, when there's danger abound, they try to keep you from getting into trouble. They pull tricks here and there, and foxes are like spoiled little kids in that way. When you let her out, she'd go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let her. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet fox.
Caribou it provided for us in many ways.
Our clothing in those days was made of all caribou skin.
I grew up wearing caribou pants, mittens, caribou skin mattress, blankets.
Some people had boots that were made with wolf leggings, sealskin sole bottoms. Baleen was shaved to make insoles. They kept us quite dry and warm as well. But the caribou skin clothing was the best. We would get as many yearlings as we could for our outer clothing. And for a heavy winter, we would get caribou in February or March because the hair was the longest and the skin was the thickest, and we would use those for our winter gear. With that stuff on, you could sleep outside in 50 below and it wouldn't bother you a bit.
See, I'm a Florida girl. I couldn't even imagine. Okay. 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 Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. There it goes. We got this. Does the fox have a name? I don't recall. The fox kneeling too. I just realized that.
Iveaksiagaroluk, kangersingarok. Supayat ikalaulu na dam na terigan niyak. Sivuneksip kangaga, iveaksiagaroluk. Kanudun pekpaganak tilangit tamat ko, ikayok tauruat.
Oh, I think I'm supposed to interact. No, that changes. No, down. I think I'm supposed to interact. Oh, okay, jump on. Uh-oh.
Iveaksiagaroluk, kangersingarok. Supayat alaulu na dam na terigan niyak. Sivuneksip kangaga, iveaksiagaroluk. Kanudun pekpaganak tilangit tamat ko, ikayok tauruat.
I was just impatient. And I switched over to the fox. Can I jump that far? I don't know. Can we? Okay, we can. I really like the look of the game. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and yes, I will be going through the cultural insights. Yes.
SILA is the weather. It also means the atmosphere. Here's the Nuna, or the land. And it's anything from the land into the moon, the sun, the stars. That's SILA.
It's a very spiritual And we have a relationship with SILA. SILA has a soul in the same way we do as people, in the same way animals do.
I think spirit helpers in and of themselves are really about how we're connected with things. And so it may be that there's a spirit helper that shows themselves as a bird to show you the way home, or it may be a spirit helper that actually decides to show themselves with the face and body of a man instead of their animal form. And so I think one of the things that's hard to understand is that it's not one way of seeing things, it's one way of knowing you're connected to everything.
We've always had that spirituality of everything around us.
It's the interaction you have with the air you breathe, the ocean that you gather resources from, the rivers from which you gather fish, the tundra from which you pick berries, the animals that give themselves. It's all of that.
And one of the things you'll know about me is that I love background story. I love it. Love background story. I love to get to know, to have the opportunity to know as much about my character or whoever I'm playing or watching, and want to know like everything. Is just, it just adds a different layer of to the playing experience or watching experience or whatever I'm doing, just to know and to be, okay, I get why the character did this, or I understand this character's background, so I have an idea of what's going on. So that's one of the reasons why I like the cultural insights. Not only that I get to learn something new about a different group of people, but just it adds more to the game experience so far, for now. I'm paying attention so much. But I like this. Okay. Jump from. Okay, so the spirits are helping us out. Do I have to do it? Okay, and I have to go. Oh. Uh-oh.
Niviaksiaralogulo teriganniaralu ikayutipiaqtuk. Siqaqaniortimigani. Ara kangersinaitchukun niqanuq pisilaanga. Agalaan tabra atauchikun aingaruk.
Uh-oh, let's go, let's duck, no! Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to switch to the fox. Can we crawl? But how is she gonna get through? Do I jump on him? Like a home. Is that high enough for her to jump? This is pretty freaking amazing. Oh, look at me. Okay. I missed something. There you go.
In the winter, when we were traveling, we didn't build sod houses, we built snow houses. In Canada, they call them igloo, but here in Alaska, we call them Inupiaq. We'd do a day of travel, and then we'd make a Inupiaq. The next day, my father would set traps, spend the day there, rest the dogs, give them something to eat, and then the following day, we continued to the next place. We'd go to my dad's sister, who had a house at the bar. They had a small sod house over there. We didn't have to do anything. We just visit with them, and my dad and his sister were glad to see each other, and they'd talk away while us kids played outside or go to sleep. By the time we get back to our home, my father would leave us with our aunt or with my grandmother, and then he'd start on his trips and go check his trap line. We were not into 8 to 5 kind of time, you know. We're in a totally different kind. We're in ecological time.
Okay. Woo! Okay, so I gotta time the wind with the wind. Oh.